our childhood toys shape who we become as adults. At least that's what new research from child development experts suggests. A 20-year longitudinal study found that early play patterns predict career choices with surprising accuracy. Uh,
That's fascinating. And it really makes me think about how my own childhood obsessions might have influenced my path. What patterns have you noticed?
well, looking at the research, they found that children who preferred construction toys were 40% more likely to pursue careers in architecture or engineering. It's amazing how these early preferences wire our brains.
You know what immediately comes to mind? My complete obsession with the Super Nintendo. I spent countless hours trying to master those games, always chasing the next level.
Tell me more about that experience. What was it about gaming that had such a hold on you? The study showed that strategic gaming in childhood correlates with enhanced problem-solving abilities later in life.
I think it was the perfect combination of challenge and reward. Every game was like a complex puzzle, and there was this incredible rush when you finally solved it.
That's exactly what researchers found. Early exposure to strategic gaming develops neural pathways associated with systematic thinking. Did you usually play alone, or was it more social?
It actually became this whole neighborhood phenomenon. We'd have these intense gaming sessions with 3 or 4 friends, taking turns, sharing strategies, like a mini think tank of 8-year-olds.
The social aspect is crucial. Studies show collaborative play in childhood strengthens leadership and communication skills. My experience was quite different, though. I was drawn to wooden building blocks, creating these elaborate eco-cities.
That's such an interesting contrast. What drew you to something so tactile and quiet?
The research suggests that open-ended play materials like blocks promote creativity and spatial reasoning. But for me, it was also about the atmosphere. My grandmother would sit nearby, telling stories while I built.
So it wasn't just about construction, it was about creating this whole peaceful environment?
Exactly, and that ties into another fascinating finding. Children who engage in calm, focused play activities show higher levels of emotional regulation as adults. The study tracked stress responses over 2 decades.
That's remarkable how these early patterns become so deeply ingrained. But what about today's kids? How is modern technology changing these dynamics?
Recent data shows that children now spend an average of 7 hours daily on digital devices. That's triple the amount from just 15 years ago. The impact on development is still being studied.
I see it with my nephew. He's connecting with friends globally through games, which is amazing. But I wonder about the tactile experiences he might be missing.
That's a valid concern. Research indicates that physical play activities stimulate different neural pathways than digital interactions. Some experts recommend a 60 to 40 split between traditional and digital play.
Speaking of balance, I actually kept my old Super Nintendo. Sometimes I think about setting it up again, sharing that experience with my nephew.
That intergenerational connection is powerful. Studies show that sharing childhood play experiences across generations strengthens family bonds and helps children develop a sense of history.
It's fascinating how these early influences continue shaping us. I can trace my analytical approach directly back to those gaming sessions.
The research backs that up. 75% of adults in STEM fields report having strong strategic or construction-based play preferences in childhood. It's like we're unconsciously practicing for our future roles.
That makes me wonder about the importance of diverse play experiences. Should we be more intentional about exposure to different types of play?
Current recommendations suggest exactly that. Child development experts now advocate for a play portfolio approach, mixing physical, digital, social, and solitary activities to develop well-rounded capabilities.
These insights really highlight how crucial early play experiences are in shaping our future selves.
And looking ahead, we need to consider how emerging technologies like VR and AI will impact childhood play patterns. The next generation might develop entirely new cognitive frameworks.
That's such a crucial point about the future of play and development.
Well, as we wrap up today, remember that play isn't just about entertainment. It's about building the neural architecture for our future selves. The blocks and games of childhood become the building blocks of who we are.
Thank you for this enlightening exploration of how those early play patterns shape our lives in ways we're only beginning to understand.